Hey, chat. I am here. Good to see Night Coder, Frackberg, Sean A. Hey, y'all only have about 20 minutes until I have a meeting. Okay, we'll do the dance quick, and then I gotta hide off stream again. This way you can see it, Sean. I want you to be here for it. I have to hide off stream because the code we're gonna be working on is on my work laptop, and I need to push it up to a repo, and I haven't done that. Been off a little off this morning, but it's okay. It's all good. We're gonna get there. JT, it's Friday. Good to see you, JT. Thank you for being here. We'll give it like another minute or so. We'll do the dance, then I'll have to go back into like a BRB scene, just so I can get, or I don't need to go into a BRB scene. While I work on getting this code up to a repo that I can then clone on my my machine here that I'm streaming from, then we'll get into that. JT, good to see you. TNG, good to see you as well. Vinny Code, well, glad to see all the familiar names again. Thank you for tuning in yet again. Happy Friday. Just do it. Yes, Night Coder. Going to be off. What does it say? Going to be off stream because you're ashamed of the code you write. Yeah. No, not. I'm gonna end up showing you. I'm gonna show you the code. It's just that it's on a different machine, Vinny. It's on my work laptop, and I need to push it up to a repo, so that not just myself but another colleague of mine, who might tune into the stream today, by the way, he was saying, can access it, and we're collaborating on this project. So I'll share more details on that. I talked about it a little bit last stream because we were working on the authentication pieces last stream. We're going to continue to work on that a little bit too today. So yeah, plans for today. Let's go through that. Logistics, right? The usual flow. We start off just chat. We do the dance. We just chat and talk about each other's wins and celebrate each other's wins of the week. We play a little word games. We'll do Wordle and words on stream. A little caveat to that. I started the Wordle, but I didn't finish it. I made the mistake this morning out of habit. And then we'll get into the technical topic, which is building an app for security fix competition. Computer, good to see you. The Niche, good to see you as well, buddy. Welcome in. Happy Friday. We're going to dance in just a moment. By the way, if you prefer, I imagine many of you don't. This doesn't apply to those of you on Twitch, but if you prefer or your work doesn't allow Twitch, you can watch the stream on YouTube now. We are live there as well, simulcasting. The Niche says, having my rum finish Irish whiskey I got today. Nice, sounds delicious. All right, I'm moving my work laptop so we can do this dance. There it is. I was wondering when that sound was going to play. Just another minute. Posting, announcing the stream is live on Instagrams and already posted on Twitter. So that way some people get their notifications that way. I try to make sure I hit up all the platforms as much as possible. Who knows if Twitter's going to be around, right? Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Who knows? I think it is. I think people are being a little... I mean, it's going to be hard for it with all the people gone. We'll talk about it potentially. But yeah. Weird times on the Twitterverse. That was a good song. Jim, are we just going to pause it there, Jim? Jimbo? Jim-a-limo ding-dong? I think it'll be up for a while, but it's going to be rough. Yeah, I agree, Sean. Yanni, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Pat Peter says, Twitter going down in a glorious blaze. Yeah. All right, let's get the dance going. Are we ready? Everybody get your emotes. Drop the emotes in the chat so I know you're ready for the dance. Jim, we're about to do the dance. Come on. Good job, Jim. You're on top of your game today. We'll see if it keeps up. Maybe you'll get a raise. Straight Row, good to see you. JT, thank you for dropping the emotes. Appreciate that. We should turn the camera on, shouldn't we? See if this even works anymore. Hey, who's jumping the gun? Hi, Mom. All right, claps in the chat, clap. Oh, it's delayed. It looks like I'm off beat, but I'm on beat, I swear. I have some rhythm. Awkward stares incoming. Eyebrow dance incoming. Mr. XQ, hi. Good time to join. Oh, that earned a follow as well? Thank you, Mr. XQ. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. First time chatter, first time viewer potentially, and follower. Appreciate you. Welcome in. All right. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Welcome to the Clarkio Shenanigans Show every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Clarkio and now youtube.com/Clarkio. Clarkio, that is. If you're new here, Let me get you familiar with the flow of things. We start off just chatting like this. Okay. We talk about each other's wins of the week. If you don't know what that is, there's a command in chat, on the Twitch side of things. I got to port this stuff over to YouTube, but win of the week, exclamation point WOTW in the chat. The Stream Elements bot will tell you a little bit more about that, but very briefly, I'm one that has had a habit of dwelling on the negative and letting that ruminate in my mind for way too long. And out of this practice and exercise on a daily basis and weekly, just applied to the stream, but on my own daily, just trying to reflect on the day and see like, hey, what's something good that happened that I can be grateful for instead of focusing on all the negative stuff. And it has had an impact on me. So I I bring that to the stream as well. And lots of folks seem to like it and participate. So if you're new here and you're interested in joining in on that, we'll celebrate a win that you have. Think of something positive that happened this week that we can celebrate with you and hear of the good things that are going on in the world instead of dwelling on the negative. It's not to be naive of the negative stuff and ignorant of it. That stuff happens, but it's just to not focus so much on it, you know? That's all. So that's what that is. We start off that way. Then we play some word games. Wordle. I do the Wordle. Yes, round of applause. Thank you, Yanni. We do the Wordle of the day. We do words on stream a little bit. And then we get into the technical topic. And we're continuing where we kind of left off last week in building out this app. It's we have an event we did this earlier this year that we're going to be doing again next year called the Big Fix event with work via Sneak, my employer. I'm really excited about it. I've been having fun hacking on this and collaborating with another, why am I blanking on the word? A buddy, a teammate, a colleague who's also working on this. And so it's been a lot of fun. So that's what we're doing. So what's your wins of the week? Get them queued up in the chat. However, I'm blurry. The auto focus should be off, but hold on. Better. You know what happens is I cut the power to I leave the camera on, like the switch to the on mode, but I have it connected to an internet connected outlet switch thing. And so I cut the power that way, and I think it just like doesn't save that setting, and it defaults to autofocus, continuous autofocus. So anyway, it's back to manual focus. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for the heads up on that, Sean. And I know you got to go. You said earlier in about 20 minutes. You got to see the dance at least. I think you shared a win as well. So let me jump into that real quick. Right quick. Sean's win of the week. Just get into it before he goes. Two of them. He's got 2 wins. Nice. Got an amazing code review comment that I already posted in Discord. Yes, I remember that. Congrats on that first. And thank you for sharing. And then also, Sean's dad sent him photos of the cross he made for his sister's crash site in place finally. So he better have used stainless steel for the mounting hardware. Well, no. Did you check with him? Like, hey, Dad, come on, man. Use stainless steel. But in any case, that's awesome to hear. Well, it's not awesome to hear about your sister, obviously, but that the cross made it and is in place now. So I'm glad to hear that. Job well done on that. Round of applause. And thank you for sharing, Sean. Appreciate that. If anybody else has wins of the week, I thought I saw maybe Rambling Geek or somebody. WW. Oh, that was it. Okay. What's up, Rambling Geek? Good to see you. Vinny, a friend. Yes, a friend. Bleachin', good to see you. Afternoon. Mr. XQ, welcome in. Happy to have you here. Computer, Sean, JT. Hi, bum, is what I heard. Hi, bum? Oh, I said hi, mom. I call my mom a bum. Straight Rogue, welcome in. Yeah, glad to have you back again. The Niche, Night Coder, TNG, and Frackberg's in here somewhere too, I believe. Glad to have you all in here. Thank you for being here. We are, what's my wins? Let me talk about my wins, and then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna try and get this code pushed up into a repo. Geez, what's my win this week? Well, since I'm in like work mode, win with work is we had our team small hands, which was which went, I think, well. I enjoyed it. I enjoy spending time with my team, and we had a lot of good conversations as part of it, and I feel like it was time well spent. However, the downside was it was at 7 a.m. Now I can't really complain because my like skip level, it was 4 a.m. for him. So, but yeah, it's very early. But anyway, so I'm kind of like, in fact, I took a little bit of a nap. I woke up this morning, helped out with the family and stuff a little bit, walked the kid to the bus stop and whatnot, and then I was like, I'm just shot. So I'm still kind of a little, but anyway, we'll get through it. The Niche, win of the week, nothing really. Yeah, oh man, come on, something. I mean, you don't have to share anything, but I'm sure you got some kind of win going on. So anyway, work's going good. We had good stuff from today. Next week we're all off pretty much. But I have a stream I'm doing on Monday, and then like a private presentation on Tuesday, and I'm gonna be hacking on this thing too a bit. So, what's a win, like personal win this week? It goes to show you, like I honestly think of it in the moment, like on a daily basis usually. Actually, a win. I got a new book. I finished, I think I've shared it in the past. I was reading The Obstacles Away by Ryan Holiday. I finished that, which was fantastic. Highly recommend it. And then the Niche, who's in chat, recommended I get this Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. So I have this, and I started reading it a little bit. So I'm excited about that. That's a win. I'm enjoying reading again. Not again, for the first time like ever. I don't know. I've never been much of a reader, and I don't know, maybe it's my old age or something. My ripe old age. It's got me into reading more. So, and I still am reading the Daily Stoic, but like I was caught up to the current date a few weeks back, and now I'm behind, so I have at least a lot of pages to read ahead to. So I have plenty to read now. And I'm happy about that. What else? We're gonna see some family tonight. Oh, another potential win is I might see that colleague I was talking about that I'm working on this project with. I might get to see him and his wife next week, which will be cool. I've not had a chance to meet them yet, in person kind of thing. So I'm excited. Oh, hey, smacking flashbang. Surly Dev, good to see you. It's social media. It's hit my attention span hard too. Wait, what's that in reference to? Is that in reference to your win that you shared? I'll catch up on that in a second. Yeah, so lots of good stuff going on. What else do you all have? So Sean, thank you again for sharing your win of the week. I see Straight Rogue says, glad to be back. Glad to have you back. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going well. Sean says, I didn't check with him in terms of the cross thing. I saw it and was just thinking like, that thing cost me over $500. That better be stainless steel. Mr. XQ says, thank you. It's a lovely stream. I'm glad to hear that. That's what we go for. So Surly Dev has 2 wins of the week. 1, I'm ending my extended fast tonight, and I'm feeling great. Congrats on that. That's awesome. That's tough, man. Woo. That's tough. Lots of props to you. I commend you on that. And then win of week number 2, fixed a couple of tickets at work, which is great. Yeah, feeling accomplished. You're good stuff, Surly Dev. Thank you for sharing. And then Straight Rogue's got a win of the week. Finally back on Twitch, wrapping up class in preparation for my MBA comprehensive exam. Wowzers. And finally got answers to what caused my stroke almost. Oh my gosh, that's a lot going on there, but I'm glad you're getting good stuff. Glad to hear all that, Straight Rogue. Congrats on that. Anish says, can you read book 5 first few lines? It wakes me up still today after all these. Sure, you want me to read it right now, you're saying? I'm still on the introduction of this. I haven't read too much yet. So let me jump ahead, I guess, to book 5. I'm on, there's books. I opened up right to book 6. That's wild. All right, book 5, first few lines. Jim, we're about to read. Pause the music. All right, folks, we're reading recommendation from Danish Kajar. Probably messing. I know I get his first name right, but I'm messing up the last name. Sorry, Danish. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Really quick, okay? First 5 lines. Book number 5, this is. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of? If I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do. Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm. Yeah, right. Definitely a good reminder. I felt that today. But in my defense, my sleep schedule's been all out of and work schedule and just life schedule's been all out of whack. So I need a little extra rest today. Okay. So, but anyway, thank you for recommending that, Danish. And hopefully that helps. Maybe that resonates with people. Sort of Def says, you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Up to 117 hours and 54 minutes right now. Dude, you haven't eaten in that long? Shirley Dev, you haven't eaten in that long? Is that since Sunday evening at 8 p.m.? What? Holy moly. Wow. How do you do that? Is it part of like a, I know some, well, I don't mean to put you on the spot. So like, if you don't feel comfortable answering, please don't. But out of curiosity, is it part of a religious thing? Because I know some religions do like a fasting period, right? I'm a droma. I don't even know how to say that. I'm sorry. I'm a dromedary. I have plenty of fat reserves on my belly. What's a dromedary? Well, I'm waiting to hear back from you, sir. Thank you for sharing. This is really interesting. Mr. XQ says, win of the week. Not this particular week, but a couple of weeks ago, I recreated the logic of taking appointments for patients and doctors with a lot of complex dates and times. And my supervisor was really surprised when it passed all the tests. I'm still happy to. Yes, that's awesome. Congrats on that. And thank you for sharing, Mr. XQ. That is quite the accomplishment. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Thank you for sharing. So it says, I did it for, why did I get flagged again? Ableism? I did it for religious reasons. I step on the scales and thank God you are a fatty. Oh, no, don't talk down to yourself like that. That's one thing I'm going to say though, certainly, that like, I'm props to you on, you know, taking the steps in the right direction that you want. However, get that voice out of your head. Don't be talking to yourself like that. I deal with this too. So like, it's easier said than done. I know that, but that thing telling you, yeah, God, you are a fatty. Screw that voice. F that voice. Don't let yourself keep talking to yourself like that. It's gonna take time. Like, I'm still struggling with this myself in various other ways that negative voice is talking in your head. But that's why I tell you to do the wins of the week thing. I really do feel like the reflecting on the wins helps push back that voice that talks bad about myself, and brings out the other voice that's like, oh, you're doing a good job, you know, keep it up, that kind of thing, right? Broken Mold Labs, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. So please try to make it as much as you're making a conscious effort to take care of your health in that regard and how you're doing it. You know, do what you feel is safe for you. Make sure to take care of your mental health too. Sean says, time to run. Have a great day, y'all, and have a great Thanksgiving for the U.S. folks if I don't see you before then. Yes, you too, Sean. Thank you so much, bud. Appreciate you. All right. If there's any other wins of the week, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm going to step into, I think, BRB scene. I'm going to need like maybe 10. I might just push it up as is. I was going to try it because I broke some stuff. Working on it with a buddy this morning. Let me see if I can get it working again really quick, and then I'll just push it up as is. I know you all can't see this, but you will shortly enough, I promise. Song's pretty catchy. Something went wrong. That's not good. Ryan Hawkins, hey buddy, good to see you. My first posting a win here. Glad to have you doing that. Today I chose to turn anger energy into productive energy. Good for you. Glad to hear that, Ryan Hawkins. That's tough, man. That's hard to do. That's hard to do, but good job. Good job. So Dev, that's one of the things I like about extended fasting. After about 48-hour mark, I start to get a wonderful high feeling. I've been riding this wave for a couple of days, just trying to fight my grumbling tummy. Man, I mean, just be safe. Again, you know what's best for you, but just be safe. Well, I guess you're about to eat tonight, right? Okay. Anyway, 2 juicy steaks for me tonight. Yeah, with a nice homemade blue cheese sauce and fried spring. Nice. Sounds delicious. You've done longer? What is like physically safe for people to do? What's the longest fasting people can do? That's wild, man. I didn't know that the human body could do that. I get like, if I go too long without eating, I get like a chest pain. I don't get stomach grumbling. I get like a chest pain. It is not fun. And here I am Googling how to air fry pizza rolls, says Ryan Hawkins. The last extended fasting I did was 130 hours, but my longest was 169 hours this early, Dev. Nice. Seriously impressive. Trait rogue. Yeah. I don't know why this keeps getting flagged. This shows my ignorance, I guess, but this is getting flagged as ableism. There was a guy that was so morbidly obese, he went into a clinic/hospital and went 300 something days of not eating. Wow. He got his minerals and vitamins via IV. Yeah. Wow. Rugmat, good to see you, by the way. Thank you for the fart. I was holding that one in. Did it show up on stream, by the way? Oh, probably showed up in the wrong area. In the wrong area, the fart was out. All right. Stop running. Let's just get this up, and I'm just gonna push this up. Get in it, maybe. Actually, for context, 169 hours. My longest was a week and 1 hour. Wow. The airburst did show. Okay, thank you, Ryan Hawkins, for confirming. I probably need to move it though, since I went inside the screen here. Can somebody change the overlay color to like blue or deep sky blue, if you don't mind, while I'm digging into this real quick? I know you all can't see what I'm doing, but you will shortly enough, I promise. We're just setting up for the technical stuff when we get into coding segment of the show. And I need to get it up on the GitHub. GitHub.com. Oops. .com. Let's continue. Let's sign in. Why is it doing that? Thank you, Rugmat. Appreciate you. I mean, you can have fun changing it. I need to update the code for that to just be, like, after a certain period of time to go back to the default color, but I digress. All right. Two-factor. Yes, it's me. It is I that's trying to sign in and not some hacker. All right. Create a new repo. Actually, don't we have a repo? Yeah, we do. That's the old one, though. I should rename this. Can I rename it? Dang it, I can't. Somebody else owns it. I'll have to tell him to rename it. Micah, are you watching the stream, by the way? If you are, can you rename the Big Fix repo? Bum, 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 bum. All right, we're initializing a repo. Again, I would share this, but it's my work laptop that I don't have set up to stream into my OBS setup. So that's why I can't show it just yet, but I'm getting it up in a repo, and then we can pull it down on this machine later. But I have to do this now so that we can have access. Because if I don't do it now, then I'm gonna forget. CD repos, clone that, and then we're going to open CD sync. Open that. Okay. We're gonna all right, so now I need to copy pasta. Except for the node modules into here. Replace that one. Okay. Oh, did I just move it? I didn't copy. I meant to hit copy. There we go. CD, go back in a directory, repos, AD sync big fix app, code dot. Oh, O'Doyle rules. Love the name. Not much, O'Doyle rules. What's good with you, man? Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. There should be. I want to make sure I'm not. Oh, whoa. What's this DB access token? Don't want to include that, I don't think. Add that in my git ignore. I gotta be very careful here. So bear with me just a moment, chat. DB JSON, I think. Where's the environment variable stuff? That's the other thing I'm going to need to copy over. Look at me getting into coding right away, but you all don't see it. Rugmat, did that one bulb linear gradient 90, did that work? Probably not. All right. It's here. JT with the Bauer. Things got dark quick. Yeah. Is the dog awake? Yes, Ayush. Good to see you, by the way. Welcome in. I'm just doing something off screen real quick because it'll set us up for the technical topic for today later. I need that env example. Add that in here. New file. .env.example. Paste that in here. Guess I don't really need that. Don't think I need that. Just making sure I'm not adding anything sensitive in here.
Do it!
Yes.
Just do it!
Yes.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible! No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
Yes, I can. Thanks, Shy. Appreciate the encouragement. Not overly aggressive at all. Oh yeah! Snap into a Slim Jim. I think I should be good. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna start completely fresh. I don't know why I'm wasting my time on that. We're gonna start fresh because it'll be good practice and good for my memory to go through it again. All right. All that said, we did wins of the week. We did just chatting for a little bit. I worked on this thing off on the side, but we'll jump into it once we're ready to go into that segment. So next up is Wordle. Okay. Now, if you've never played before, don't worry. I'll explain what things are going on. However, I must admit, I made the mistake, and Freckberg always gives me a hard time about it, rightfully so, of accidentally doing the Wordle or starting the Wordle earlier today. I did not complete it though. So I'm going to make sure I use the exact, I'll show you my screen on my phone so you can see what I did. And then I'm going to enter it in here and then we'll go from there. Nafron, good to see you. Welcome in. So here, that's what I did. Fart, pound, and check. And H is the only one. So those are the first three guesses that I have to do. Let me share my screen so you can see what's happening here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do farts. You know, this way we're not cheating here. Hound, and then check. And that's what we're working with. So to catch people up that are not familiar with this game, it's a 5-letter word. You got to guess the word. It's a new word every 24 hours each day. And you get 6 chances to guess it. You want to try and guess it in as little guesses as possible, but I get 6 chances. You can see I've used 3. And of those 3 guesses, I've learned a lot here. Whenever it's in gray, those letters are not in the word. If it's in yellow, it's in the word, but not in the correct position. And if it's green, it's in the correct position. So we know there's an H in it, and then we know there's a bunch of letters that are not in it. So while it doesn't seem very encouraging, it is, because we ruled out like all those letters there, and we're down to all these letters that are not like darker grayed out. Okay. That's cheating because you've been thinking it at the back of your mind all morning. Not really. I've had to, I mean, in the moment when I was working on it, yes, but I've lost my train of thought of where I was going next with this from here. Actually, I remember now. I was thinking of like something GH or PH at the end. It's like trying to get the H back here somewhere. But that's about it. I've switched context so many times now that I haven't had a chance to think more thoroughly since then. Certainly have. All right, but I'm going to ignore you chat for a little bit so you don't give it away, but feel free to drop your guesses if you want in the chat of what it might be if you haven't done it already. If you have done it already, just listen in. Don't spoil it for us, please. Okay. I was, like I said, I was trying to do maybe something like this is where I was guessing, but I'm like, that's not a real word. I don't think that's a word either. So I was just like, what? Maybe it's B-I-G-H-T, but T is not in it. So I try not to, like, I know that already. So I try not to reuse it because then that's a wasted guess. Maybe it's, no, I was going to say width, but there's no T or D in it. I would think like weight or weigh, but I know there's no E in it. There's no R in it, so I can't be like, I don't know, riff. So I was trying to go down this route, if I remember. I think it's, I want to guess W something. W. It's gotta be W-I? Wig? Wiggy. Wiggy. Is that a word? No. What other H? Well, like, I don't know. I just can't figure out how H plays into this. Like behind? Something like that, maybe? In. Is it double I? I? This one's hard. I think I'm in a tough spot here. I think I'm in a tough spot, chat. Again, I can't, if you're just tuning in, I can't look at the chat. I don't want anybody to spoil it for me. But I'm playing Wordle, trying to guess. Hey, trying to guess what it is. Live there. I feel like I'm going down the right path with like GH or PH. It's just a matter of figuring out what the first, like, Bliff? Bliff? Urgh. Is it Scythe? I don't know. I just don't. No, there's no S anyway. Oh man, this is cool. Glyph? That's a word, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, it's G-L-Y-P-H. Oh! Yes! Wow! That was tough, man. Holy shnikes. Woo! I am impressed with myself there. That, I don't know that I've ever had a comeback like that, where I have one letter correct. Wow. Like, I'm stunned. I'm so stunned. Straight Rogue says, nice. Rugman, I believe you. Thank you, Rugman. I appreciate that. So I'm just kidding about the cheating. It was not easy. Yeah, Ryan Hawkins. All right, so now I'm going to drop in the Discord. For those that don't know about the Discord, actually, I should do it in here. Discord. It won't show up on the YouTube side of things, but on Twitch side, you get the link, clarkio.com. Actually, I'll just do it like this, clarkio.com/Discord if you want to join up there. If you enjoy playing Wordle word games as well, we have a Wordle channel in the Discord where you can share your results and compare and see how you did against other folks in the community here. So it looks like Ryan Hawkins and I tied 4 out of 6. Rugmat from earlier today, 4 out of 6 as well. But wow, even more impressive, I'd say. Frackberg got it in 3 out of 6. However, I can show this on screen. Okay. Look at this. Got nothing right on the first one, only 1 right on the second, and then correct answer right there. That's impressive, Frackberg. Well done, Sarah. Well done. Very well done. And I need to send it to my mother-in-law too. She's wondering. Her and I have a daily competition of who's gonna guess it in the least amount of guesses. And I tied her today. So far, I've either beaten her the past few days or tied. I'm on a good streak. Normally, she whoops my behind. Okay. All right, Wordle's done. Now we'll play words on stream, and then we'll get into the technical topic for today. Thank you for the follow, Dip. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. All right, folks. Are we ready to play words on stream? Yay or nay? Can we beat our record? Possibly. We got the fake letter. Hidden. There we go. All right. So our record for this, for folks that are new to words on stream, we're going to get a bunch of letters on the screen like you see right now. C, F, E, A. And you got to guess, make words with those letters, okay? All you have to do is type them in the chat. And this app, this game will pick it up and give you credit and points. And we all have to work together as a team to try and reach the goal of points based on the words we enter and the letters that we have available to us. And as we progress on to higher levels, it gets harder and harder. Like there's a fake letter in there, or there's a hidden letter we got to figure out, or we can't see anybody's answers, right? It just keeps getting harder and harder kind of thing. The highest we've ever made it without cheating was level 27. With cheating, using an anagram solver, was level 28. So that's what you see here. Always a little asterisk next to that level 28 right there. Okay. JT says, ready. Rugmat for Wordle. My third guess, I had eliminated A-E-I-O-U. Nice. Yeah, a little asterisk. Brian Hawkins says I was there. Yes, you were. All right, let's get into it, chat. Let's do it. Boop. All right, first guess. Race. Why did I type face? Oh, straight rogue, you beat me there. Boom. So the other thing to note, if you're new here, cereal, nice job, Rugmat. This little progress bar on the top of the screen, or like in the middle of the screen in that teal color, and you'll see the little lock symbols. We just reached the first unlock. So when you guess one correct, you can't guess again until you've reached the unlock point. Ismail, good to see you. Welcome in. Claire. So, and then you can see at the top right there, it says level 1, and then the goal in points is 36, but we got 62 points so far with all the words that we guessed. And the other thing to note is that all the words that you see listed on the bottom of the screen here, they're in alphabetical order based on the number of letters that are there. So keep that in mind too. I didn't know that for probably a couple weeks of us playing this. All right, one more 5-letter word. Oh, never mind. All right, nice job. We skipped 3 levels, chat. Let's continue to the next one. Great job. Straight Rogue, Ryan Hawkins, Rugmat, JT, myself, and Yanni. Let's keep it up. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 people playing. That's good. Learn. Is this an app? Yeah. So if you go, hey, Femietta, welcome in. Happy to have you here. Words on stream, WOS.GG. You can play it on any stream. You authorize your Twitch account. We like to play this to break up segments and then before we get into the technical stuff for the stream. Happy to have you here, though. Welcome in, and thank you for the question. Anybody over on YouTube? Say hi from YouTube if you're there. Nearly. Nice job, JT. Good guess. Oh, Doyle rules. Man, what a good movie that was. Bringing back memories. Oh, Doyle rules. Bringing back memories. All right, we tied the record, so we're definitely going to level 5. The rest of this is icing on the cake. Let's see if we can skip 3 levels. Is gnarl a word? Is an N-A-R-L? Gnarly, right? Oh no, gnarly is spelled with the G, right? There's gnarly one? No. Gnarl? No. All right. That's fine. We passed. We passed. Continue. Now we got 8 of us. Good job. Good job. Let's keep it up, chat. Reprove. Nice job, Brian Hawkins. Over Ismail. Rope. I don't know. We'll let that go. See, nope, that didn't work. Nice, chat. 2 more words. 1 4-letter alphabetically before over. And we'll, oh, there you go. Ever. Yanni, nice job. And then alphabetically 5-letter word between prove and rover. So think about that. Keep that in mind. It's alphabetically between prove and rover. 5-letter word. Roper. Valfer. Thank you for being here. Jay Walter, good to see you as well. Nice job, Valfer. Helped us get to full completion of that round, and we're going to skip 3 levels, go to level 8. So shout out to myself, Straight Rogue, Ryan Hawkins, JT, Jay Walter, Yanni, Ismail, O'Doyle Rules, Rugmat, Valfer, Frackberg, and Nightcoder. Let's go to the next round, level 8. Here we come. I think we start getting into fake letters now. Yeah, there's a fake letter, so let's see if we can figure it out. Salty? Salt. Tally. I think S might be fake. Yeah, S is fake. Don't use S. There we go. Man, we figured that out quick, chat. All right, 1 more 4-letter word alphabetically between ally and tall. Ollie. Are you playing the soundtrack from Valheim? No, I'm using Pretzel. I mean, maybe it is. I'm using Pretzel Rocks, and I'm in the chill base station on pretzel.rocks at J Walter. Love that service. Hey, Rugmat over on YouTube. Good to see you there. Alloy. Nice job, Ismail. Altoid. Mr. X2, what is your advice for a front-end dev who wants to learn back-end? Good question. Thank you for asking it. I would... I'm not sure off the top of my head. Because I went the route of I worked really quick to give my background and experience, Mr. XQ. I started off back in, like I started off building Windows apps back in 2010, 2010-ish. I want to say 2011. Actually, probably sooner than that. And then that led to building more APIs that apps and stuff like that can talk to. And then that led to me doing front end after that. So if I went the other way around, well, if you know front end, I'd suggest sticking with JavaScript and Node then, right? And then just, and I don't mean just, but I'd say do that. That way you avoid friction of having to learn a whole new programming language while also trying to learn backend, okay? I think there are other programming languages that are probably better, or depending on different project types that you have, there are certain programming languages that will be better suited for that space, that project goal. But JavaScript and Node.js can be sufficient too for those types of things. So I'd say start off sticking with that. Use Node.js as like your runtime, your foundation, while learning backend. Missing. So H is fake. H is fake for this one. I'd probably suggest, I'm going to look it up off stream, 12 factor principles, I think it's called. 12 factor app principles is pretty interesting. That'll help you with understanding. It's an app methodology and set of principles for building the scalable and perform independent and most resilient enterprise applications. It establishes the general principles and guidelines for creating robust enterprise applications. This is about microservice architecture. So it's a little bit getting in the weeds, but I might check that out too. Mr. XQ, makes sense. Should I stick to Node or framework/library that's built on top of Node? I would, the reality is I don't think many people are building their own backends with just vanilla Node. They're probably using one of the web frameworks, and most likely Express.js. So Mr. XQ, this is that 12 factor link I was telling you about. 12 factor app principles. Take a look at that as just like general guidelines of like good patterns and practices to follow for backend development and microservice architecture, which is all the rage lately. And then we have on our Sneak blog, and like not shameless plug here, but like Sneak API development, I think, or something like that. Nice job, chat. I didn't even help that one. There's a it's maybe Sneak. API. Nice job, everybody. Ryan Hawkins, myself, Ismail, J. Walter, Straight Rogue, Yanni, JT, Rugmat, Doyle Rules, Valfer, Frackberg, and Nightcoder. Great job, great job. Let's keep it up. Level 13, here we come. All right, we got a hidden letter and a fake letter. Mr. XQ, remind me to follow back up with you. There's more blog posts that I have that I can share with you to help you kind of get a jump start on things. I have lots of thoughts on that, I guess is my answer. Maybe not enough time to go through it all. P might be fake, says Ryan Hawkins. Okay. People tried trap. Yeah, I think P is fake. Do we know what the hidden letter is? Because that's going to be big money, big money. There's two T's. There's two T's is the hidden letter. Tart. Nice job, Rugmat. There's two T's. Yep. Good job, Rugmat and Frackberg. Yanni as well, figuring that out. So we have two T's. So, Ratty. There we go, Ratty. Somebody try taper. T-A-P-E-R. Oh, P is fake. You can't do that. Tater? Like tater tot? Does that work? Yes, it does. All right, we are 20 points away, chat. Never mind. We are 11 points away. Nice job, Ryan Hawkins, on getting treaty. Six. 6 points. 6 points, chat. 6 points. We got this. Is yet a word? Wait a minute. There we go. 2 points away. One more word. Just throw it out there. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yanni. Woo. That was close. Yanni getting us over the finish line there at the end. Well done. Well done. All right. Level 14 is next. Not even close. Corn? Okay, I think R? R might be the fake letter. A is hidden. I think R is fake, right? R is fake, chat? The real Croden, welcome in. Happy to have you here and playing with us. Is R fake? I think R is fake, right? Yeah. I tried scorn. That should work. Chaos, Ismail. Nice. All right, we are, what is that? 7 points away. Maybe 1 or 2 more words will be good. We got this, chat. Why isn't Car? Oh, because Nachos, rug mat, putting us over the goal. Well done. What do you call somebody else's cheese? Nacho cheese. Did not mean to play that sound effect. Nacho cheese. All right, all right. Level 15 or 16 is coming. Usually if it's, oh man, it's level 16. Level 16 is always a doozy for us, chat. So let's take stock of what we got so far, right? Got me, Jay Walter, Ryan Hawkins, Ismail Yanni, Rugmat, Straight Rogue, JT, O'Doyle Rules, Valfer, Frackberg, and Nightcoder. Thank you for helping us get this far. Let's focus up. Like, yes, focus up. Like Jay Walter said, let's get this done. We got to beat level 16. Usually the one that's hard to get past for us. We'll make it happen, though. Yeah, right off the bat. All right, S-C-O-N-E worked. We don't know if the M or the V is in there. Scone, so S is in there. So M or V is fake. M or V is fake. Ovens? I think V is fake. Oh. Yeah, V is fake, right? V, we got comes in there. Work. Cones. Oh man, this is hard. Level 16 is always a doozy. Oh, we gotta figure out what this hidden letter is. I. Go, 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 go. I. Icons, nice. Yanni, Minces, Rugmat, Mines. Luco Codes, thank you so much for the 17 months. Good to see you, buddy. Ah, it's always level 16. Always our hardest one lately. Oh, good try, chat. Well, all right, well, let's play one more time. Incomes, full word. Yes. Hey, nice job, everybody. Good job, team. We got Jay Walter, myself, Ismail, Ryan Hawkins, Yanni, Rugmat, Straight Rogue, JT, O'Doyle, Rules, Valfer, Frackberg, and Nightcoder got us to level 16. Let's go for it one more time. See if we can beat that. Let's see if we can beat that. And then we'll call it a day in terms of playing this. And we'll get into working on that app. Oh, thank you, man. Morning, Rugmat, right off with the hardest word. Groin. All right, 2 more 4-letter words. Alphabetically between gyro and grin, and mourn and norm. Grim. I think it's a word that starts with N. Because I just don't see alphabetically what comes after mourn. Not M-I. You know? I think it's an N word. N-O-I-N-G. N-O-I... N-O-I-N. N-O-I-R. Noir. Got it. Got it. Rugmat, you're on top of the large words, huh? You easily got that one. I don't know what that... Oh, there it is. L-E-I-S. Rugmat. That was the one I was trying to get. It's getting stuck on that. All right. Level 7. Here we come. All right, we have a fake letter now. I think you might be fake. I think it's you. Yep. And I'm still using the letter U like a knucklehead. Dinette. Why isn't dinette a word? Indent. Edit. All right, one more 5-letter word alphabetically before indent. Hey, Finite. How you doing, buddy? What's your win of the week? Happy Friday. Or 6-letter word. Sorry. I don't know what it is. All right, round level 10. Excuse me. Rugmat leading the way. All right, we still have a fake letter again. Hi, Dream Memes. Hello, happy Friday. Welcome in everybody that's just joining up. If you have a win of the week that you'd like to share with us, drop it in the chat. We'll celebrate with you, but otherwise we're playing words on stream. This is our last go of it right now, so join in. All you have to do is guess words with the letters on the screen. One of the letters are going to be fake right now because of the level we're at. We're at level 10, so the difficulty gets harder. Anybody know what the fake letter is yet? P? I think P. Yep. I think so, Ismail. And that's what we're doing. And then we're going to get into building that app more. Nice job. Nice job. Very Duino, welcome in. Happy to have you here. Twitch has a new affiliate offer. 2 free months of Adobe Express Premium. Nice. Oh, I can do pin messages now? Oh. Does that work? Ah. Look at that. Now it's pinned. Nice job, chat. All right. Level 13. Oh boy, if we go to level 13 and then we skip 3 levels again. That Rugman, thank you for telling me to hydrate. Sorry I didn't see that until from 43 minutes ago. Good stuff. And Ayush, I'm gonna reimburse you on, well, I don't know if Bauer's around. Seeing if he's around. If he comes in here, I'll bring him on. Otherwise, I'll reimburse you for those points, Ayush. I don't think the shadow worked. Whoever, I forget who redeemed that. I think it's just still busted and I just haven't had the time to fix it. I think I need to restart Tau. What? Bite. Nice job. B-I-T-E. Bitten. Oh, B-O-T-H. Nice. Trying to figure out what the hidden letter is. Do we know what the fake letter is? N is fake. Thank you, I Dream Memes. N is fake. Hidden letter. I don't know what that means. Bent? Why isn't bent? Oh, because the N is fake. Oh, I keep doing N. Oh man, we're getting beat up on this one. Level 13. C. Botch. Botch. Does B-I-T-C-H work too? No. Well, I'm locked. I can't try it. Oh, man. So the highest we got today was level 15. Bitchin'. I'm going to deny that one, though. All right. Well, we tried. We tried, chat. We did a decent job, I think. We did a decent job. All right. We're going to exit. Great job, everybody. Thank you. I tried to allow it. Yeah, no worries. Auto modded. Yeah, Ryan Hawkins. Sorry. Thanks everybody for playing. Now we're gonna get into the technical stuff for today. I'm not being a good mod today. Don't worry about it, Backberg. It's no biggie. No biggie. GG. Yes, good games. Good games, everyone. I think we did pretty good. I would normally play a little bit more, but I want to make some progress. I'm itching to get back into this and fix this app that I've been working on. So some context while I'm switching gears and getting things prepared here. There is, don't save that. There, demote him to VIP. Surly Dev says, and promote someone else to sword swinger. No, but I appreciate that thought. Nice suggestion. Nothing like trolling Frackberg, you know. I'm down for that. So for those of you that are not familiar with, did that. Thank you, Surly Dev. Ow. Hey, you missed, actually. Nice try. You're always going to miss on the smacks now because I moved my camera. 3, 2, 1. Low 5. Oh, just missed. I'm down for that too. Sneak big fix. Actually, let me bring up this. Not that. This view. Share my screen. So, earlier this year, we had this event, okay? Very briefly, so that for folks that are already familiar, we're not boring them. We had this event, okay? It was a month-long fix-a-thon, if you will. Think of it as Hacktoberfest almost, but like for security stuff, okay? It's a lot of fun. It's really interesting, and it's gamified. So you get a month-long period. We're aiming for February, but don't quote me for that. Of finding and fixing vulnerabilities in your projects, okay? And so last year we could see we had almost 40,000 projects that were scanned, nearly 500 or over 500,000 vulnerabilities found, and 126,000 vulnerabilities fixed. We had a goal of 202,200 for like the year 2022. Not too bad considering it was our first time doing this. So but one of the things that we were kind of lacking and missing was this data and people that were participating being able to track like how they're doing and everything like that. So I'm working on an app with another colleague of mine that can help fulfill that need. Okay. And the first start of it right now is we have logging in with like a very simplified login, like just your email, right? And you get a magic link that gets sent to you. We did that. We worked on that last stream and got that working, or I showed that working at least because I had got it working prior to the stream start. So we're going to step through that a little bit very briefly too. And then the next step is we have this thing called Sneak Apps. Sneak Apps. And my internet go out? Oh, there it is. So Sneak Apps, they're in beta right now, and we're in collaboration with the internal team that's responsible for this. To help give us, we got extra access for this app, or for our app that we're building. And what it does is it's basically like, think of it as like when you want to authorize something to have access to your account, this is what this is allowing. It's basically you can build a Sneak app that will allow users to, let's say I create an app called Clarkio, okay, and that app requests permissions to your Sneak account so that we can then do stuff with your Sneak account like that helps you with your process. So what's happening here is we're going to use this Sneak app to get authorization from participants of the Big Fix competition to get access to their Sneak account so we can track their progress over that time of the event. And that's in a nutshell what we're working on. And that's what this project that's going to be continuously, probably for several streams until I want to take a break. This is what I'm going to be actively working on stream as a project. It's been a while since I've worked on a project consistently, and I'm forcing myself to do that with this. Okay. So if that interests you and you want to see in that whole process and the ups and downs of doing that, I hope you stick around and tune into the streams when you can. If it's not of interest to you, then, I use your time wisely, right? Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend, and maybe I'll see you around to the start of next stream where we can dance and play word games, and then you tune out. Cool? Or you could just leave it on and lurk in the background. That would be helpful too. I appreciate it nonetheless. All right, folks. So that's what we're doing. I still haven't seen Bauer come in, but we'll see if if I'll leave your request up, and if he does come around, then I'll bring him on stream. All right. So what I want to do is I need to open up a new instance of VS Code here, and make sure it's loaded. I was like, what's happening? I'm waiting for something, but there's nothing to happen right now. So cd WSL dev, unless I think I have repos at cd repos in here. All right, clear. So we're gonna git clone this repo that I had created, github.com/sneak labs/sneak big fix app, sneak big fix app. All right, and I want to clone this. Git clone that. cd sneak big fix app code -r to reload in the current instance of VS Code that we have here. It's serpent. That was kind of creepy. Jim, what is this random song you got playing right now? So you're building an app to infiltrate another app? Infiltrate? I don't know if that's the right word I would use, but kind of. Well, combined with, yeah. Mr. XQ, what did -r do? I didn't catch that. So So what that does is, like, when you're in your terminal, good question, thank you for asking. So let's say, so normally, like, if I go to a folder, let me cd wsl dev again, or cd wsl dev, and I don't know, cd repos again, ls, and then cd ttv. So I get into my directory that I want for my project that I have, and I don't have it currently open in this instance of VS Code, right? I have a different folder open that you can see towards the top here. I'll make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. So if I wanted to, so in my terminal though, I'm in this TTV chatbot folder project. So if I wanted to, I could tell code to open up this current directory. But what that will do is it'll open up a new instance of VS Code instead of in the same instance that I'm in. So if you do -R, what that does is it reloads the current instance that you have open of VS Code with that folder. So it loads that folder into the current instance. So it's like reload. I don't know. I forget what the R kind of stands for, but you think of it as like reload it into that folder with the same instance. So that's what -R does there. Right? I hope that helps. And thank you again for the question. All right, so I'm going to go back. cd wsl dev, repos, and sneak big fix app. So now I'm in my current folder directory here. Git ignore. Well, I'm not going to change anything yet, because what I want to do as well is I need to. They have an example app. So we're starting. I've done all this already, but we're going to start fresh just to kind of remember what we're doing here. And I have way too many tabs open. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cd into here. I'm going to say git clone this now, the demo app. And then I'm going to say code, sneak apps demo. And I'm not going to do -R. So I'm basically telling VS Code to open up a new instance of VS. Let me clear my screen so it's easier to read.
This just became a job.
Code sneak apps demo. I'm telling code to open up that folder in a new instance of VS Code now. Mr. XQ, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Mr. XQ says, I need that. It's annoying when it opens in a new window. There you go. Happy to help. Shub. Oh my God, how many tabs you got? I know. I have a problem, okay? And my problem is I think every tab is important, and they're not. But good to see you. Welcome in, Shub. Shubhankar code? Shubhankar code. Am I pronouncing it correctly? I want to get your name correct, so I'm trying my best here. You're laughing at me. Every now and then I just declare a bankruptcy, tab bankruptcy. In fact, I might do that today. I'm just gonna go, where is it? We're gonna go close all tabs to the right. I hate it makes me so hard to do that, but I just did it. Okay. Back into VS Code here. We can close that one, I think. All right, so now I have the Sneak Apps folder, or the demo application. So what Sneak Apps, let me go, oh, I closed the wrong tab though. Sneak Apps again. User docs. Yeah, it's this one. So they have this like quick start Sneak demo app. So basically I'm taking that and let me get that working. They have this env example. I need to add my environment variable stuff, but I'm going to do that off screen so you can't see. Nobody's going to steal my name is hard to pronounce. Okay. I'm from India, so yeah. Okay, yeah, no worries. Crackbook says I need to do that more often. Yeah, declare tab bankruptcy. I have a bad habit of having browser window with 1,000 tabs that I plan to read later. Yes, in quotes. Completely agree with you on that. Stop that NCS music and play this. Is it NCS? I don't think it is NCS. And no, I mean, I appreciate your suggestion, but I'm not going to. I don't want to get DMCA'd or anything like that. So I subscribe to Pretzel Rocks. And that's what's happening. That's what you're hearing play. A channel on Pretzel Rocks. It's not NCS, but I am familiar with NCS. Also, pocket where my read later links go to never. Oh, you use like Pocket, that app. Yeah, you save to Pocket and then never look again. That's like when I star repos. Yeah, no worries. Shubankar. I hoard a ton of links in my Notion. You doing React Native? I am not. This is just a Node.js app, basically. What was I doing? I'm hiding my screen because I'm going to get all my environment variable stuff that I need for this app. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, chat. I'm doing stuff off stream because it's sensitive, like secrets and stuff like that, that I don't want to share with you all. Thank you for following, Shubankar. I thought you were creating like an app. No. So yeah, I know that's kind of confusing saying app, but what I mean by that, let me make sure I'm hiding this and not opening it by accident. Keep that one open. Share my screen again. So a Sneak app is so there's the company I work for, Sneak. They offer a bunch of different products for helping you build apps, build software securely, web apps, mobile apps, whatever it may be, right? It helps you build them securely. And we do this event called the Big Fix, and I'm building an app that, or a tool, a piece of software that goes with that. And so a Sneak app is something that will access your Sneak account. You authorize to access your Sneak account and extend Sneak capabilities, basically. That's what we're doing. All right. Now that we're on the same page with that, I have this stuff here. But before I do that, I also want to create settings. VS Code lets you create a settings. Preferences, open settings. Settings profile, nice. There's a way that I can just create like a .vs code, and then I think I just create a file called settings.json. I thought they had like a command that would let you do this. So you do that, control space, files dot exclude. Yes, but also .env. And that should be an array, actually. So I don't know why that's like that. What is it complaining about? It's supposed to be an object? Oh, true. So now you should see that env file hide, and now I won't. So here's another VS Code tip for folks. Speech is not working, Yanni. Sorry. Again, it's something with my Tau instance that I got wrong. So I'm going to reject that. Shubankar, thank you for telling me to hydrate. Drinking some water now. All right, folks. So VS Code tip. Like I have in my env file, I have sensitive keys and stuff like that. And I don't want to, while I'm on stream, or maybe you're doing a recording, or maybe you're doing a presentation, you don't want to accidentally reveal that file. You can tell VS Code to not even show it as a thing to click on by adding this settings.json file within a .vs code folder in the root of your project folder, as you see here. And then you give it the name of the file. including extension, right? And then you tell it to exclude that. So I set that to true. So right now you don't see it, but if I say this to false and save, you'll notice the env file is like right above me. It's kind of grayed out there. And then if I do true, it'll go away. And that way I don't accidentally click on it and show it on screen. But this is essentially what's in there. Environment variables. Okay. All right. So now that we got that, let's do a little npm install. And essentially, I'm just going to get this working. And then I'm going to move it over into the other repo once I have it working. So Dev says, sweet tip. I'm glad you found that helpful. Nafron says, thank you. That's really perfect. I'm already hitting my goals for the stream today. At least one of them. One of them is you learn a new tip or trick or something. Doesn't have to be mind-blowing. And then the other one is making you laugh, bringing some positivity into your day. So I'm at least hitting on one of those. Flashbang. Thank you, Surly Dev. High five. Thank you for the high five, Surly Dev. I'm in the correct camera position for high fives today. Well, in the scene at least. Oh, nice. I'm getting spam on the YouTube side of things from an account called sexfind.xyz. Beautiful girls here. Yeah, sure. You came to the wrong stream. Sorry. Bye-bye now. Do they offer free followers too? No. There's just beautiful girls, it says. Nefron says, I know it's late, but I want to share. No, it's fun. You can share wins of the week, wins of the day. I just got out a production issue. You just got out a fix for a production issue, or you just... That sounds awesome. That sounds like a rough one, though. Congrats on that. Welcome. How did I miss that? I missed that from earlier. Hey, now. Hey, new to the stream. How are you doing? What fun stuff are we doing today? Welcome in, Pinnock Gamer. Happy to have you here. I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for asking. What fun stuff are we doing today? We are working on a Node.js application for an event that we're going to be doing at my job next year. We're going to be building out that, and we're doing the authentication pieces of it right now. So hopefully that interests you. Maybe you can, or you know about it, you can help out or learn. Ryan Hawkins, they did not offer followers, no. But yeah, congrats Nafron on that win. And Pinnock, thank you for joining. Welcome in. Silwalanish, thank you for being here. Welcome in. Happy to have you. The Gents, welcome in as well. Nice VS theme you got there, similar to my Nightwolf theme. Very close. My theme is Night Owl, made by Sarah Drasner. And in particular, I'm doing the no italics one. Thank you for following, Pinnock. Fun. I'm learning Golang at the moment to hopefully get into DevOps/DevSecOps, hopefully by next year. Nice. That's awesome. Cool stuff. So part of my work, we do DevSecOps related stuff. I work at Sneak.io. You might have heard. Frackberg, got to run. Have a good one. All right, Frackberg. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. You fixed it. Okay, cool. Nice. That's awesome. Nafron. Congrats on that. The Gents, nice vibe on it for sure. Thank you for the info on it. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I love it. Pinnock says, yes, I have from John Hammond. Oh, I actually need to try it out myself. That's awesome. John Hammond is awesome. Very cool dude. And he's super supportive of our work too, so we're very fond of John Hammond. And personally I am too. You have the 2077 Cyberpunk theme on VS Code. Nice, that's awesome. I don't think I've seen that one. Let me check it out real quick. Browse additional. This is really cool that they have now. This is something that they added a few releases ago. Cyberpunk. You can search VS Code themes and then see them. That's kind of cool. See previews of them without actually like installing it just yet. It's kind of sick. Which one is it in particular? Looks like there's a bunch. Oh, you said 2077. Is it this one? I don't like that one. This is the rebuild though. I kind of like this one. Dark cyberpunk aesthetic. No, it's the purple one. Cyberpunk Plus. Or the 2021. Damn, they look super cool. I'm not sure if doable to code for me. Yeah. That's always the thing. Like, it can look cool, but then when you try to like code with it, it might be a little bit difficult on you guys. Wait, which one? The 2021? I like the like glow effect behind here on the pop-up. That's sick. I didn't know that was a possibility in themes nowadays. All right, so there you go, folks. It's made by Tech with Carlos, Cyberpunk 2021. You like Pale Night O'Doyle rules? Pale Night. It looks like there's a lot of those too. Spaghetti Pale Night. I like that one. I like the gray. Man, there's so many themes nowadays. So many people make the same names. Is it like, did they do it on purpose to try and get people to install it? Like clickbait? Oh, I like this Nexus Pale Night with the blue. All right, I can do this all day. I'm just gonna stop though. Appreciate the suggestions. Those are all cool looking themes. All right, so we npm installed, so now I can say npm run build. That one, yeah. That one. I don't know which one it was. The chat delay always screws that up. npm runs dev. Maybe some clickbait, maybe just unimaginative naming. Naming is hard. Yeah, that's true, Surly Dev. Very good point. All right, so now I should be able to go to localhost 3000, not 8000. Localhost 3000. All right, so this is what the demo app does. And I can say install app. Something went wrong. What am I logged in as? Oh, log out of that. All right, let's try again. Okay, now I'm going to say, just hide this real quick. I'm going to click on GitHub, though. I'm signing into my personal Sneak account. And it's saying sign into your organization. No. Continue. You're being redirected. And something went wrong. Invalid app ID. One of my environment variables might be wrong. That's why. Let me see. Else, save. I'm hiding my screen. That's why. Okay, let's try this again. Hide that environment variable. Oh, wait. Because I have like an Auth0 client ID and then there's a Sneak client ID, which is why there's some confusion with that. All right, npm run dev. Share my screen again. Running again. Go localhost 3000. Install the app. Okay. So now this is the thing that's going to be a little bit of a hiccup for people that are new, but you can see we're using the Big Fix API integration, requesting permission to my clarkio group, which is all I want. I'm going to say all orgs. I'm going to say grant app access. And it's spinning and it worked. Okay, so now I can like list my projects, which is great. Perfect. It's working. So is there a way I can sign out though? And why is there a little semicolon up here? That must be a, do y'all see that? You see that semicolon? Must be a little typo in there. All right, so we have it up and running and working. So I'm going to stop this, and then I'm going to copy all this code over into the other folder. How am I going to do that? I don't know, actually. I gotta remember which folder. So I'm in the Sneak Apps demo. I cloned that down, copied it. I need to open that folder. I need to go into WSL Dev. How do I access that from Windows? Oh no. Anybody know how to do that? How do I access the WSL folder from Windows? It's like Mount C. Lurk. All right, Pinnock, just gonna be a lurker for a moment. Yeah, no worries. Surely this is you of all people should realize that naming things and off by one errors are the three biggest. I do. Jazzy Man, hey, good to see you. I think you can do Explorer dot when you're in the folder. Okay, let me try that. I'm doing it off screen just in case. Yeah, I'm super paranoid about stuff like this. Explorer dot. It's not a command. Open dot. Open's not a command either. I know, like on Mac OS or Linux, I use open, and that works too. Thank you for the suggestion, Jazzy Man. That didn't seem to work. Odoyo Rose says, "LOL, mild contrast to blue you like." Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, that the chat delay when we're looking at themes and you're like, that one. Makes it tough. Windows, open WSL folder. How to access your Linux files on Windows 10. Explorer.exe dot. So you were right. I just got it wrong, Jazzy Man. I'm on Windows and I'm using WSL Linux with it, you know, Windows subsystem for Linux. So explorer.exe dot should do the trick. Let's see. Explorer.exe dot. Yes. Thank you, Jazzy Man. Sorry I messed that up. I thought it was just Explorer without the .exe. All right, so now I can say... I can share my screen now. So now I can take all this. So you can see I ran it wrong with Explorer dot up here in the terminal behind here. I tried open and then it's explorer.exe while you're in WSL to open up the current folder for the project. So I'm going to copy everything, even the GitHub, I think. Yeah, GitHub, except the Git folder. Maybe not the dist folder either. I'm going to copy all of that. Is there anything I shouldn't copy here? Git ignore. No, I want that. So copy this, and then I need to go into my repos. Then I have the Sneak BigFix app. I'm going to paste that in here. There we go. We're copying that into the right folder. No, that's my bad, huh? You forgot the exe? No, that's fine. I assumed anytime I think of a command, I don't like, it seems weird to add the file extension, you know, when you're working in, at least in Unix based terminals, right? Man, that's taking a little while to copy. Oh, am I copying node modules? Hey. Hey, what? Okay. Got some interesting lunch. We're trying something new today. And then my mother-in-law said, "How did you get this unknown word with only 2 floating letters?" I'm going to say, you can watch my stream recording. Thank you for the follow, Jazzy Man. The name of this file cannot be resolved. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it real good. What am I copying? Why is it so large and I'm only at 2% complete here? Did I think I copied node modules, chat. Should I just cancel this copy? What's in there already, though? Do this for all. Just skip. Just skip it. Go, Windows, go. Oof, probably copying node modules or Git. I know I didn't copy Git because I knew this repo was separate. So I accidentally copied node modules, and that's what's going to take a little bit. So we got 5 minutes. Well, it's perfect because I got to eat lunch anyway. So while that's copying over, let's play Words on Stream again. What do you say? Are we up for it? Let's do it. Why not? Oops. We'll play like 1 round of it. That should be enough time. Oh man, the timer's going up. Now I'm at about 6 minutes. I just don't want to stop it and things get in a corrupt state. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Keep this up here so we can watch the progress while we play. Green Windbreaker. Wait. Green, is that you? Anyone know where I can find the solutions to codility test questions? No. Green, you got somebody that's competing with your name if you're there, Green. We have another Green Wind in there. Pops in. But welcome in, Green. Happy to have you here. First time chatter. Did you create like a separate account? All right, let's start. Oops. That's interesting. Chat, I'm gonna go get some more water. I'll be right back. What's up, Loca? Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, we only have 2 minutes left of the file copy. Well done, well done. Take it as a lunch break right now. What? Huh. Dang. Good guess, Ryan. All right, copy finished. All right, we'll finish out this round until we'll play until we lose on this session of Words on Stream, and then we'll get back into it. Give me a chance to eat my lunch anyway. Chat, we need help here? No! Ah, well, that works out. Sorry. All right, we're exiting that. Good try, though. Good try. All right, so it should have copied all over. So now if we come over to this, see all these new files. We want git ignore. Excuse me. We want it to ignore .env and .dc cache as well. Sure. All right, so now we're gonna, I think that looks good to me. Now we're gonna commit this. Add initial seek apps working solution. Auth working solution. And we're gonna commit, push that directly to main. Uh-oh. Hoping the Sneak Labs organization is enabled or enforced SAML SSO. Oh, right. Can't push to that on this machine. All right, so cancel that. I committed it. I just can't push it yet. So Control L, git hub SSO push authentication with SAML single sign on. Yeah. To use the API or Git on the command line to access protected content in an organization that uses SAML SSO, you will need to use an authorized personal access token over HTTPS or SSH. Create a personal access token. Chat, should I show you my personal access tokens on stream? Does this work? No, that button doesn't work. Can't zoom in on my face. I've already verified my... Yes, please show us, says Nafron. Sure thing. All right, so I'm going to do that, but I'm going to hide. Sorry. Ryan Hawkins with the raised eyebrow. GitHub. Settings. On the left sidebar, click developer settings. Yes. Personal access tokens. Fine grained tokens, new. Then click generate new token. I'm gonna GitHub two-factor authentication. Approve. Just talking you through what's happening. Labs. Yeah, let's let it expire in 30 days. Wait, can I not do this? So I have repository access under resource owner. Where's that? The token will only be able to access resources owned by the selected resource owner. Maybe I need to SSO into... Yep, that's what I need to do. All right, I need to do that from here. Whoops. Two-factor authentication again. Okay, so now maybe it'll show me the option. All right, going back to settings and developer settings, personal access tokens, fine grained, generate a new token, get a mobile again. I like just did this. 30 days. Oh, resource owner. It's only me. I can't. Organizations that you're a member of will not appear unless the organization opted into. Ugh. So I can't do fine grain. Generate new token. Classic. Sorry, this is taking a little while, chat. 30 days. Select scopes. Oh, here's the classic one. Settings, personal access token, generate new token, inspiration, repo. This is the thing that's confusing about GitHub's scopes that they have. Like, I have to click on repo and just give full control. There's no like, I just want to select. I guess that's what the new beta fine grain tokens are about. Upload packages, no. Delete packages. Org. Read and write org. Read org. Read org projects. I don't know if I need that. Generate token and then configure SSO. Authorize that. Continue. Okay. Shit. Excuse my language. I never got the token. I didn't copy it. Dang it. Generate token. Copy it. Where am I gonna put it though? Should I paste it in chat? What do you think, chat? Do you think that's correct? Const token. Oh, capos. Hey, hello. I have a problem with Telegram bot. Can you help me? I'll do my best. Welcome in, by the way. Const token equals this. Const Amazon tag equals that. Are you like giving away or just giving an example? Okay. And thank you for the follow, Salah. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Const raw URL regex equals that. I don't know, Capos Gamer. I'm not familiar with building a Telegram bot, so nothing stands out there that looked wrong to me, but you know, I don't know. Sorry. All right, I got the token value now. Now it's got access. So now what do I do? To use or a new or existing personal access token or SSH key with an organization, you will need to authorize SAML, right? Authorizing personal access token for this. Oh, I might have to create an SSH key. Fudgesicles. Yeah, I do. GitHub push with personal access token. share my screen again. Sorry, I had to do that all off stream. We're not really on lunch break anymore either. I did all this. I created a new personal access token, gave it an expiration, and you'll be able to see your personal access, but must copy and save it somewhere. Try to carry out any command, push pop, and prompt you with your GitHub credentials. And this time, instead of putting your password in the form, you will put in, okay. So if I come in here, maybe I can do, is this it? No, we can close this one now. Let's open up this one. GitHub, personal, Git, personal, Git login. Nope. So I think I gotta go Git push. I'm not in the right folder here, am I? CD sneak fix app Git push. Oh, I might be able to do this. GitHub for VS Code. Hey, thank you for the follow, Holif. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Sign in. Did that work? Well, I don't see. Reload required. Maybe that's why. What's wrong with this one? Deprecated. Okay, so GitHub pull requests and issues. Am I logged in now? Failed. Resource protected by org. SAML. You must grant OAuth token access to this organization. Okay. Show me how. Show me. To access the browser, you must reauthorize OAuth there. Yeah. Well, I didn't expect this to be the hurdle that I was gonna have to run into today. Maybe if I sign out. Yeah. And then I say, hey. I did sign out. Sign in with GitHub using GitHub. Yeah. Continue. This time it should work because I open. Come on, baby. No, you still? You must grant your OAuth token access to this organization. What you talking about? I did. Oh, the extension GitHub wants to sign in using Git. Yes. Yes. Continue. Open VS Code. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it worked. Okay. Finally. So I don't have to, I can delete that access token, I guess. I'm gonna delete it. Get rid of that there. That was nice. Thank you, VS Code, for handling that for me. Okay, so we did push it. Just took way longer than I wanted to. Close others to the right. Now, if we go to github.com/sneaklab/sneakbigfixapp. Oh, that's tiny. All right, so we got it all here. So now, okay. Making progress. You can see, no matter how many years of experience you have, you're going to get caught up. Bald Bearded Builder on YouTube. What's up? Plus, Brian never looks at YouTube chat. Noob. Yes, I do. So nice being able to lurk and not throw off alerts. Yes. But now you're not lurking. Finite says, once upon a time, there lived a king who was only... Yeah, TTS is not working. Because it's just... I think I need to restart my instance of... It just doesn't go through to the bot. Like, the alerts are not raised. The events don't... They make it into Tau. Like, if I go look at my instance running, if I look at my Tau dashboard, I see the WebSocket event stream there, but I'm not receiving it in my bot still for some reason. So it's something with my bot. But then there's sometimes too... Actually, you told me about this, Finite. I forgot in our private chat. I think if I turn off IRC, maybe that'll help. That might actually help. I just turned off IRC. Because I guess it's for grabbing emote data for channel point redemption. So if I turn that off, that's the one thing that has changed in the past. Can you try doing TTS again? I wonder if it'll go through now. So much for lurking. Yeah, Triple B. But thank you for watching over on YouTube, buddy. Appreciate that. How you been? What's your win of the week? Tap, tap. Is this thing on? Nothing's coming through. Let me restart the bot. That worked, but it did not connect to OBS. It's connected to Tau, successfully authenticated. Could not connect to server, reconnecting. That's for Twitch chat, I guess. Connected successfully to OBS web server. WebSocket server, but it didn't show the part. Oh, there it is. All right, so now if I do TTS.
Message from Clarkio. How?
All right, so it's working. All right, if you want to send it again, feel free. I think that was my problem. If I would have known, just turn off the IRC feature all this time. That would have fixed it. Did you just hear a phone call? No. No. All right, so TTS should work now. Okay. Sneak Apps demo is working. Now we need to implement the login. So like basically run build. Oh, I got to npm install, even though we did that already. We copied the installed files. npm run dev. What? Oh, npm build, right? npm run build. Now npm run dev. Come on. And it works. Okay. And I can list my project. All right. So this is working. We're good to go. So now. What? Okay. Thank you. All right. So now if I want to get the sneak OAuth working, I mean the OAuth login. So basically the next steps from here is let me run it again. I don't want anybody and everybody to just be able to go to this. I want to guard this with, you have to be logged in, and we're going to do the magic link login against that. So let's get that to where if you try to come to the localhost 3000, you don't see this right away until you're logged in. So how can we do that? That's where we use Alt0 to help us out. So for that, I'm going to look at my code over here and take a little cheat. So we need to do some setup in the app. This is where the root of the project is. Stop that from running. And in here you could see we check environment variables, set up the Express app, init error handlers, init routes. But while we're doing that, global middlewares. This is where we're going to do some of the stuff that we need for implementing the Alt0 stuff. So first of all, I need to npm install, clear this, npm install Express, since that's the web framework we're using here for the backend, OpenID connect. Okay, we have that. And then we're gonna, at the top of this, we're gonna say import auth from Express OpenID Connect. It's not being used just yet. Let's go back to where we were. Const auth0 config equals this object. And we're going to say auth required equals true. Oops, sorry. Not equals. It's an object. And auth0 logout is true as well. Save that. Then we have views after views. Import. All right, then we're going to want app after the session stuff that we want yet. I think before any of this app.set, app.set, app.use. So before that, because the order of these things that we define is important, because if I put like the security middleware after some of this stuff, then that would mean like /public wouldn't be guarded by the this.app.use auth and pass in that auth0 config. So what that does is basically saying like any request that comes in, it's going to go through all these things, these middlewares first, right? So this is fine. We're saying Express enabled JSON, Express use this URL encoded and this configuration. We set up how our views are and where they are, how Express can access the views and render views with the view engine of EJS. And then we say set up this auth0 configuration that we have, which will also read our environment variables for us. Then I want to also do for every request, if it is logged in, we're gonna set a user object on it so that we have access to it. So we're gonna say this.app.use, and we're gonna give it a function or a lambda function essentially. And we have request, res, and next, which is standard in Express middleware. And then we're going to say inside here, we're going to say res.locals.user equals request. And then on the request, what this OpenID Connect middleware does is it attaches an object onto the request object. called open OIDC, and there's a user object on there. And then we could just say next to go to the next middleware. Okay. So this is all our security configuration to kind of guard the front end. I think at the very least doing that now. So if we npm run dev, oops, no, not like that. npm run build first because we changed code. I think it's not going to work completely, but it should at least stop us from accessing the app directly. npm run dev now. Oh, okay, we're not there. Base URL is required. Right. Forgot about that. So if I put base URL, go like that with it. Stop this. Clear. npm run build again. Build the app. There is also npm run, and that'll show me some of my options. Did you know you could do that? Here's another tip for folks that are using Node.js. If you don't want to open up your package JSON to see the available scripts, which is one way to do it, right? You can see all these scripts like this. You could do it directly from the terminal by just saying npm run without the actual command that you want to run. And what that will do is npm will read the package JSON scripts object and let you know of all the scripts that are available in there and then their values, right? So I want dev ts watch is basically it. So now I can go npm run dev ts watch. And that way, anytime I make code changes, it'll automatically recompile the project and rerun it. Oh, but there's still a problem. Base URL is not allowed to be empty. Well, okay. Where are we setting the port in here? Passport. $3,000. Oh, there we go. Find all reference to this. Listen. It's up in here. Okay. Oh, where's the port being set? It's getting passed in. Okay. So I do want to set. All right. So I'm going to say private auth0 config, and it's just any right now. Can I do that, or is it going to bitch? Excuse my language. Is it going to complain? I just let that slip. Whoops. I want it to just be an object. I mean, object, which is going to have basically all this. Sorry about my language, chat. Oopsie daisy. If you got little ones listening. All right, so that's going to be a Boolean. This is going to be a Boolean. And this is going to be a string. Is declared, but its value is never used. So then we're going to say this dot auth0 config equals get rid of that, get rid of that. This dot. It's gonna equal that. The base URL is gonna basically we want to say we're gonna say, well, we can get this from environment variables, right? We want to get the base URL. Process.env.base URL is what I'm doing over there. So I'm going to say process.env base URL. Oops. that's not available, then we're going to say it's HTTP localhost. Actually, we want to do string interpolation. So string template literal, HTTP, localhost, and then the port, whichever port gets passed in. And that's that. Do we have the ability to read environment variables from here? They do it they do it through config. All right, so we're gonna say export const base URL equals config dot get config dot base URL. Like that. Need to add this. Go into config. Is that what app base is? No, I don't think so. Chat, you went quiet on me. Are you all just intently watching? Excuse me, and listening? App base URL. Where are these being used? Did I say this? Or did I just say base URL? Where's my config? Oh. URL. HTTP localhost. App.url, right? So app dot not base dot URL. That pretty sure that's how it works. What is this getting? Get T setting string. It should be just a string. Name origin parse. Straight Rogue says more listening as I try and fix some sync folders on my work laptop. Okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up though. I was like, cause it's just always kind of, what is it? It just, when I'm streaming and chats popping up every now and then, which is fairly normal, right? And then all of a sudden it goes silent. It's like, oh, what happened? Did I go offline? You start wondering that and stuff like that, but no worries. Okay. All right. So when you run get, it returns. Oh, it's returning a type of T. Which type of T is this object string? So do I just say as string maybe? Gotcha. Yeah. Maybe as string. I wonder if that works. Probably not. Where did that find all references go? Like, how does this get used? You're just able to import it. Oh, you pull it out of the app. Well, pull out of the app object. This gets, look, config.get config port, which is just that, which then pulls it from here, port, and the value is 3000. Maybe if I just do, another way I could do is to say base URL. I've never used this config module before, which is kind of interesting, kind of cool. If I do that, and then I say base URL equals base URL. That. Now, if I come in here and I say base URL, does that make it happy? Oh. Oh, it's still not liking that. Expected type comes from property base URL, which is declared here on type. Oh, where'd it go? What's up, Cyan God? How you been? What's your win of the week? Type object is not assignable to type string. So this is returning an object still. What if I string? That might help it. And then I'll just get rid of the claps, config, default. Get rid of this one. And config again. Get rid of that one. Okay. All right. We got that sorted out. So what we're trying to do there is essentially dynamically be able to, so when this gets deployed, let's say, instead of it being hard-coded to localhost, which is not going to work in a deployed environment, we'll be able to pull this information out. In fact, we might need to do this. Actually make, if that has a value, then it's going to be, that. Otherwise, it's going to be that. So then it's going to be, base URL, and then slash, no, and then port, right? Whatever the port is. $port. That's what it's going to be in the deployed environment, right? Or even if I set it as localhost, right? It'll work, but this way I don't have to set an environment variable for base URL when I'm running this locally. Are you kidding me? More of this spam on YouTube. Wild, man. Just had to block more. Hot girls are waiting. Like, get out of here. Win of the week, let me think. Yeah, no worries. If you don't have one, no big deal, but it's always a good exercise to practice. All right, so now that we have a port set up, looking at the code again, I think we should be all set. So now I can run. Did that work? Let's see. Oh boy, there's been changing a lot. Oh, it is running now. Okay. So let's see if we don't, let's see if we're no longer able to access this view by just going to localhost. So if I do a hard refresh. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting an error. Something went wrong, right? Could be a misconfiguration. I expect this to be the case because I didn't fully implement the Auth0 login stuff yet. So at least though now, when we try to go to it, it's immediately blocking us from trying to access it and saying that you got to be logged in order to access, right? Cyan God, well, I think my win was that I managed to increase my LinkedIn connections. That's good because I'm looking for my first dev job. Nice, perfect. Congrats on that. Very good, very good. Thank you for sharing too. All right. So now that that is set up, what we got to do is we got to set up some routes to handle the callback for all this. Well, there's a couple things I need to do. I need to... So let me hide my screen really quick. My environment variables I need to kind of configure a little bit. Because we have client ID for the sneak side of things, but then we need a client ID for my Auth0 side of things. So actually, before I do that, I want to update this to be the sneak underscore client ID. And then I can leave that as client ID. Now what I need to do is config. Where am I? Client underscore ID. So that is going to now be, let me share my screen. You can see this part. So this is environment variables get retrieved using this enum. All right. We'll see when you get back, Straight Rogue. Sign God says the name of the environment variables will depend on where you want to deploy it. No. The names will stay. The names are fine. Like whatever you define them while you're running locally, you'll then use the same names, but you have to add them to your deployed environment, right? You have to set those up there. So I'm setting them up locally via an env file to run on my local machine. But when they're in a deployed state, yeah, whatever that system is. So maybe it's deployed to Azure or AWS or some other cloud or Heroku. They all have different means of adding in environment variables that your app can then access, and that would be the step once we get to deploying it, right? But the one conflict that I have right now in terms of the environment variables that are being used is the sneak app authorization, which we already saw earlier if you were here running, uses an environment variable called client ID. But so does the Auth0 side of things. So I have a client ID for my app with Sneak that's registered with Sneak. And then I have a client ID with Auth0 for my app that's registered with Auth0, right? And so that way, when I send requests to like Sneak, I say, hey, here's my Sneak client ID. When I send a request to Auth0 from my app, here's my Auth0 client ID for this app that I'm building as a developer. It's pretty common pattern for, like, if you wanted to build something against the Twitter API or the GitHub API, you wanted to build an app that uses resources from that, you register your application as a developer with that service, and they give you a client ID and a client secret sometimes, or it depends, right? But that's what's happening here. So what I want to do is I want to differentiate between the two. So I'm going to say this is the Sneak client ID environment variable. Get that value for that. And I should probably do the same for this, I think. Let me hide my screen. I do have a secret there. I'm going to call this the Sneak client secret too. I'm going to do it that way. Redirect URI is going to be that. Scopes is that. And then encryption secret. Okay. So now I can say this is Sneak underscore client secret. And I'm going to rename this. Let me... settings, control P, settings, JSON, hide. Nope, not that one. I want to hide the environment file again. True. Exclude that from view so I don't accidentally click on it. And then I can bring you all back. All right. So now what this enum is doing is it's defining that so that you can pretty easily encode reference environment variable names without having to have them typed out like this. And these strings need to match what the environment variable string names are. Right, so in this case, it's going to be in my environment variable file, which is going to be like this. However, I've changed it in my actual, like this is just the example one. I've changed in my actual env file, which is hidden from view, so I don't accidentally click on it and reveal my sensitive data to you guys, sensitive secrets to you all. It looks like this now. Okay. And so what I need to do is I need to change the code so that anything that's referencing those environment variables, this used to be like that, but now I'm prefixing them with Sneak in front of it. And then what I'm going to do is for the code that's referencing these, this is how it's getting retrieved in code. I'd hit F2, so it's rename symbol, or you can right click on it and say rename symbol. And I'm going to say this is now sneak client ID. And I hit enter, and that way it changes. This is like the source of it, right? This is why you do this and you don't hard code strings in your code. Is now anywhere that's referencing this in the rest of the project via the sneak capabilities or rename symbol, it now updated that. Like you might have noticed anywhere else that was using it. In fact, I can right click and say find all references. And now I could see like this OAuth strategy.ts. It's reading environment process env environment vars sneak client ID. Previously, it was different. In fact, we can look at the diff on this right here. See? It was that on the left-hand side, and it changed to have sneak as a prefix in there. Pretty cool, right? That way I don't have to manually go and type in every file or figure out what files are referencing this and go rename them. I just say, hey, F2, rename symbol, sneak client secret. Boom. So that should help. Now, to make sure that's working, one, I'm going to comment out this security stuff that we put in place here, this. So we don't enable that, and double check that it does still, the sneak auth stuff works. So if we come back and we go localhost 3000 again. Okay, so this is, now notice how we're able to access again because I commented out the auth0 gating stuff, guarding it. And now if I click install app, grant access, make sure it all works still. It does. Okay, cool. That's great. Great. Okay, so now we can get back to this. We can uncomment this. It should recompile my code. And I wonder now if we go to localhost 3000. All right, we're still getting a little bit of an error. But I think it's because we didn't implement some of the routes that we need to support this now. So in order to do that, let me... So in my routes index... No, that's not it. Should just work like this. Why isn't it? What is that error we're getting? Callback URL mismatch. Aha, okay. Well, I should have just read the error. Huh? All right, I think I need to talk to... No, I don't need to. I need to update this. I need to log into my auth0 account with my work account and update the call. See what the callback URL is and fix it. What is it saying the callback URL is in here? Localhost 3000/callback. Yeah. How do I define that? I want to change that to not be that. I think in my auth0 side of things, I set it to localhost callback -auth0. Allowed callback URLs. So I need to change the configuration of auth0 to use /callback auth0 in my instance here. How do I do that? I need to look at... It's got to be a configuration option, right? Yeah. Let's go and look at npm.js. We're going to go to Express, Open ID, Connect. And look at the source of that. Oh, error loading page. Search. Yep. Doc site. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I just want to go back. What are the config options? Configure alt 0 in the dashboard. Configure the SDK. Config params. That's what I want. Where's it call allow? Is it allowed callback? Routes? Yes. Okay, so routes and then callback. The relative path to the application callback to process the response from an authorization server. Okay, so we want in the options here. Everybody catch what I just did there or figured out or learned? In my auth 0 options here, there's an option called routes. And that's an object, and one of them is callback. And I can say this is going to be / callback auth 0. Why doesn't it like this? Oh, because I haven't defined it in my type here. Then we have routes, which is an object, and in it, it has a callback. I wonder if I could just install types for... There might be a type in here. What other types do they have? Config params, that's it. Config params. Yep, see? Notice how it just fixed itself? So what I was doing before was, I don't know what the technical term is, but I was manually defining my own type for this private variable. Private field on this class, rather. And I realized, oh, I'm already importing from the library, and they expose the types that are available in there. And we know from the documentation that this is called config params type. See what I'm saying? And in there it has a routes. So that's what we did there. That's how I got to that conclusion. Okay. So does that match what I have in here in my auth 0 side of things? Localhost / callback - auth 0. Yes. Okay. So now that that's like that, it should be still running and recompiled. Yep. So if I come back here and I try to go to localhost 3000. Yeah, boy. All right. So now we're gated by this. So now I'm going to say brian@clarkio.com. And that should send me a login link to my email. Big fix test email. Copy that URL. And I'm going to paste it in here. I want to authorize. Hi, Brian. The Big Fix is requesting access to your tenant. Yes. Yay. Okay. So now we have all of this working. I click grant app access. So here's the thing though. I hope it doesn't. Well, maybe this will happen. If I go to localhost 3000 again, is it going to make me log in again? No, it just automatically goes. Oh, yes! Working solution. You see my excitement? Look at that. So now I need to figure out, all right, well, I need to push this code. We need to push it. Push it real good. Chat, I don't know. I'm excited. All right, we got a working solution. Now we're going to push it up. And we should be good to go. At least my colleague can then, riff off of this and hack on some things more after that. But we have like a really good point we're at now. I should include in here. Oh, why did it do that? Why is this there? That doesn't seem right. Weird. I'm gonna hide my screen because I'm gonna grab the other keys that I need for the Alt0 side of things and add them into this example so that he knows what to grab too. Settings JSON, enable this to be visible again. Go into it, copy that. And environment example, we're gonna get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of that. This is, we're gonna move this up. Say this is sneak options, sneak variables rather. Alt0 app variables, and then general app variables. Save that. Close that. All right, now I can show you what I mean. So from the Alt0 side of things, that OpenID Connect library will automatically pick up this environment variable, that environment, you know, all this stuff. So, and then I commented here, I was like, all right, these are all the Alt0 app variables. These are all the sneak app variables, and then general app variables, like what port you want to run on. That way we know what we need, and then I can share the actual values with him. Double check. What else have we changed? Package block, package JSON, default JSON. What's this DB? Oh, I don't want to include the DB JSON. I don't think we want to do that, because that has like my own access token now. Yeah, I don't want to include that. We need to add that to gitignore. DB JSON. That was close. I almost revealed that on stream. Where's gitignore? db.json. Should... Maybe if I undo those changes. Actually, no, it's running right now. Let me get it to stop running. Stop running that. Okay. Undo that. Discard those changes. Okay. Shoot. Well, that's not good. I need to delete date. Delete permanently. Fudgesicles. I think I committed that. Dang it. Although it's a new access code token. So maybe the old one is expired? I gotta ping the team. Where is that project? Oh, no. Big fix. What is disconnected? The DB JSON that gets created stores an access token. Is that bad to have in my project commit history? So how can I revoke that access token? Would reauthorizing my app against my account deactivate previous token? Or
Oh my God,
would
who
it
the
still
hell
be
cares?
valid? Okay. I'm checking with them. I mean, worst case, that means somebody's going to get access to my personal free Clarkio sneak account. In which case, I think though I don't have any credit card tied to it or anything like that. So you're not going to get access to that. And I guess the worst thing you could potentially do, just kind of doing risk analysis right now. The worst you could do is delete all my projects that are in there. And then that would create a lot of work for me. I think that's about it. Dang it, bald bearded builder. What did you try to sneak in here? Sorry, I'm just checking on work stuff now. We'll see if they let me know. I don't know if these guys are still on or not. I don't know what time zone. Oh, he's in the same time zone as me. Okay. They're probably still active right now. All right. We'll see what they say and get their guidance. Maybe if anything, they might be able to help me on the back end side of things, revoke those tokens. So all right, so we removed that. Let's still double check everything we're going to commit. Got rid of that. Default JSON. That. We added that. That's fine, yes. We updated the config to have that. Updated environment variables. Refresh auth token. Reads that way. That's because we changed the environment variables, and same should happen here. Yep. I think that's about it. Package JSON, we added express OpenID connect. That's it, which then resulted in package lock JSON, the change as well. Oh, I'm not showing you my screen. Sorry. I was just stepping through all the different changes in this commit. Add working off 0 magic link login. I think that sums it up. And then my colleague should be able to test that out. Like pull it down, set up the environment variables, and it should just work. Right? We can have him test it out another time. I just want to double check these again. So env example, we didn't put anything in there. We're getting rid of that db JSON. App.ts. We imported express auth and config params type. Got the base URL. Set up this local variable of auth0 config. Then set up that config on the creation of this app. Then down here, tell it to use that using that configuration, and then set up the user on the response object, and then updated environment variable reading. Pretty good, pretty small, not too big of a change. I like to keep my changes as best as I can. As minimal as possible. As focused as possible too. All right, so then the next thing from here that I want to see, so let's run it. Now that that's good and it's in a good state, we'll run the same command again, get it all going. When essentially what I want to do is like, how can I read? I mean, they're already doing that in here. What data is available to me about the user that's logged in and authorized, and that authorized this, which I'm going to have to authorize again. If I come in here and I go localhost, it's gonna make me do the whole. Well, I'm already logged in, so that's good. So I can say authorize, grant app access. I'm assuming that this creates like a whole new auth token or access token. I'm hoping that's the case. I imagine that seems like the way it's working right now. So then it comes to projects, and in projects it's able to read. Move this over. It's able to read the project's data. So how is this getting created? If we go into our routes under lib, maybe controllers, projects controller. This dot get projects. Oh wait, get projects from the API. Okay, so it's reading from the database. Most recent DB installs. All right, so gets projects handler. Get projects handler that fetches all user projects from the Sneak API using user access token. This, for example, purposes in production, it will depend on your token scope on what you can and cannot access. Okay. So this is where we got to read some documentation now. Yay. The docs here. Okay. How do apps connect? Get started with it. Retrieve app org IDs, manage app details. Maybe it's that. What are some of the things available from a Sneak API perspective? Or here's Sneak API. Okay. Sneak REST API overview. Authentication, versioning, pagination, errors, rate limit. Is there like a reference? Hey, thank you for the follow, Fryuni. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Hey, Triple B, do you have a win of the week, by the way? Let me see if those guys responded yet or not. I have a thread. The data in that file is encrypted, so unless you also commit the encryption key, then I won't worry about it too much. Oh, okay, that's good. Yes, reauthorizing or even refreshing the token will generate both new access and refresh tokens. So for best practice, I would suggest refreshing or reauth. Okay. Yes, you can either deactivate the app over the API and reauth or just reauth. What? Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm good. I didn't realize. So there is a, if we look at the ENV example, this encryption secret, unless you know what that is, chat, which I've never shown that to you, you can't take the values that are in this. You need it to read this DB JSON, the values that are in here. So that's good. I'm glad that they did that. Cool. So, wow. So what I could do then is I could just use this call Sneak API and just figure out what API I need to, well, if we get the projects, what comes back? There's org and project. I can put a breakpoint here. All right, let's do this. The next thing I want to set up is getting this to where I can debug it directly in VS Code. So what I want to do is I want to create a launch JSON file. It's going to be a Node.js one. Actually, no, let me edit configuration. We want to run an npm script. Launch via npm. I'm going to get rid of this one. So this is another VS Code tip we got going on here. I want to run not debug, but whatever that one was that I was running before, dev ts watch, so that it recompiles anytime I make changes. So now I should be able to come in here and say launch that. Perfect. So now I'm debugging, and what I can do is when I hit the projects controller, get projects from API, I can put a breakpoint after it calls the Sneak API and see what this result comes back for the projects. So I'll put a breakpoint. Oh no, what? Real witty Bill. thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. Oh, hold on. I got a message in work chat. Thank you for the follow, Real Wildy Bill. Welcome in. I'll respond to that later, but I just want to double check on that because it looked important. So let's actually change this. So what this is doing is returning. I want to see what the I can maybe do dot then again. Oh. Can I step into this result? Actually, if I what's calling this const requests. Return promise, so whatever this get projects from API. Let's go back. Projects. We can put a breakpoint here. Duh. And then I can inspect this value and see what's going on there. All right. So now if I come over here and I go back to this and I go list projects, we hit the breakpoint. Now I can see projects. There's one project. No, oh, there's project. If I take this one, oh wait, look at it here. Org projects, take my VS Code Twitch highlighter project. We have the branch attributes. It's not showing me. Created ID. Importing user is monitored true. Tags, frequency. All right, is there one? I know this definitely has to have. Why are these attributes coming blank? There should be vulnerabilities. How do I read the project? How do you read the project vulnerabilities from this data? Looks like it's under attributes, but I guess not. Unless I have to go get that. Issue counts. It shows you issue counts, but it doesn't show you the details of them. Well, I guess I could read that data. All right, so let me back up and give more context to people. So you have to log in via your email to get access to this. And then once you're logged in, you give this app, you're logged into my Sneak Big Fix app, okay? Then once you're logged into that, you got to authorize my app to have access to your Sneak account. Then once that's done, the next step is to help you track all the vulnerabilities that are associated with your account. So the way the Big Fix event works is we're going to take like a snapshot, which will be, I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're going to take a snapshot of the current state of all your projects. So like in this case, this project, which is my clarkio Tau, my forked instance of Tau, and the Python requirements.txt. That's what you see up here, right? And it has 1 low, 5 high, 7 medium, 0 critical. And basically what we're doing is we're going to keep track of those numbers, I guess. That's good enough, I think. I'm gonna have to share this with my colleagues. I think that's good enough. We don't need to know the specifics of these. We just need to know the state of it now when you first start and sign up for the Big Fix app, and you give us access to import your projects into this essentially. Then we take this snapshot of the state of this. So now if I go over to the Tau project and I fix like one of these high vulnerabilities, then I can reread your projects again and notice that that number went down from 5 to 4, and then it can give you points according to that. I think we got a good solution here. I think this works. What about my Shakira project? All of them have issue counts by severity. This just has 1 critical. So if I go in and fix that, I kind of want to just go create a project. What happens if I add a new project too? This is cool. This is cool. I'm excited. We're close to having a working kind of solution for this event. So I need to take note of this. Issue count by severity. And I need to like send this to take a screenshot of it. Take that and then I'm going to send it to myself. Overwork. This is cool. All right, so what I want to do is I also want to add like to-dos, maybe project management to this. All right, we'll let that run through and then we come back here and we can see. Oh, and then you can view and sneak. That's cool too. I feel like we just take this view and kind of we add the vulnerability stuff, right? We can probably do that right now. So if I go to my projects view, it's a little hard to read, but projects.length. All right, hold on, let's read. Let's see what's going on here. So this is a view engine, view templating engine called EJS. If you're not familiar with this, EJS node. Basically, it does server-side rendering for you for web pages, right? And so you could do just this, right? This is going on right now. But then if you want to inject like variable values and stuff like that, like hello, welcome name, use this special syntax. But then you can also do like logic, like if else conditionals in here, which is what's going on right here. So like if there's a projects object end or the project length, if there isn't projects variable defined, or the projects is defined but the array is like empty, so the length is 0, then we're going to say no orgs available. Otherwise there are some, so we're going to say, all right, let's loop over those and we're going to give it projects.org, and then if projects org.length, no projects available within that org. Otherwise project I, and then the projects within that length. That's weird. Well, let me do we still have that debugging? Oh, it's gone. Should have copied that. I mean, at least took a screenshot of it. So we get the name of the project. You know what, we're gonna have to hit a breakpoint so I can see that again. Refresh. So if we go over to the view of this again, while it's on the breakpoint, we have projects I. So we really, this really should be like org. I don't know. There's only one, right? So I, so it does it once. Then it has a sub project property. There's 49 of them, but if we go to 0, so that's why it's projects. Very weird. And then in that there's a type right there, npm, the origin, the ID. So I think essentially in the project page card we want to add this. Test frequency. So there's various divs inside of there. All right, so it's 2 divs. Projects ID, origin, type, view and sneak. Where's this test frequency monitored and true? Basically, I want to create like another row below that, I guess. Oh, here it is. Test frequency monitored. That. I wonder if I just add another paragraph, maybe. Just duplicate this. The formatting of this is really weird. Or something must be off. So, basically I want to do not last test date, but we want to say issue counts by severity. We're gonna say projects. We're just gonna put the whole JSON object in there right now. So issue counts by severity. Save that, and then might restart it actually. Let's let that original one play through. So we need to do JSON.stringify. Stringify this value. Save that. Now if we refresh, because right now what's happening is issue counts by severity is object object. So if I refresh, hit the breakpoint again, let it play through. And now we have more details. I think this is interesting. This is cool. Oh man, we are set up for success now. I think methinks. So now I see low, high, medium, critical. Oh man. PHP is cool. Oh, it's not PHP. Houston or Bebis. Welcome in. Happy to have you here, by the way. It's not PHP is cool. I think it has its use cases. I'm using Node.js with a server-side rendering engine called EJS. Here's the link directly to it here in case you're interested. Dropping that in the chat for folks. There you go. But fast is 0. Your fast is over, Surly Dev. Congrats. Woo! Is over. That makes me think of Minions. Knocked over. All right, so now I'm gonna stop that, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna commit this. Add rendering of severity of issues by severity count. Commit push. Yes. All right. I'm going to stop it there. Let's show this. And I'm going to take a picture. Of like maybe this one? No. Which one that has like a good amount? See, I'm so good, chat. I have look at all these projects that have no known security issues in them, at least based on open source. Oh, my next question was going to be, but it is already picking it up. It tells you. So my Sneak has several different products. There's Sneak Open Source, which tracks your open source dependencies in various programming languages and ecosystems. Sneak Code, which if you have to opt into, but it will analyze your actual code and let you know of vulnerabilities that are detected through your actual code. There's Sneak Container, which lets you know of your basically analyzing or understanding your Docker definition, your container definition, and whether there's vulnerabilities being introduced there. And Sneak IAC, and last but not least, most recently, Sneak Cloud. But in any case, I was worried, how do we get all of those? I thought this was just showing me my open source dependency issues, which is the package JSON stuff, but you might have saw it's also showing like Docker file vulnerabilities potentially there. So that's cool too. But like, I think I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send it to myself as well. That way I could share it. Straight Rogue says, how do you like Docker? I saw that you had a Docker project. I'm still trying to really figure it out. Docker definitely had, or just containers in generally, Straight Rogue have their, they definitely have a learning curve. once you get the fundamentals of it kind of understood and under wraps, you see the power of it. And I haven't built up the habit to go to that by default. But it's super beneficial. Like for instance, the Tau project, right? That one, fortunately, Finite has set up a container definition file that I can spin that up in a container and develop within that container and not have to make sure I have the right version of Python on my actual machine. And any other dependencies that are there, even like the requirements, the open source dependencies, it'll automatically get loaded up in, not automatically, but part of the scripting that's used to spin up that container to develop within, part of the scripting enables and sets up that environment for me so that I can just focus on developing once that environment's spun up. You know what I'm saying? So I have Docker on my machine here. I go and open up via VS Code. I say I want to open up, or even via the Docker client, I could do this. It detects that I have VS Code. It's pretty cool. And says, do you want to open up this container in VS Code kind of thing if I wanted to. So, yeah, I think it definitely has its benefits, and it's super helpful to give you that consistency in your project running the way you expect it and behaving the way you expect it. Because lots of times, for instance, like with this, in fact, even this project, I could potentially containerize it, if you will, so that when my colleague goes to spin this up themselves, everything's pretty much, I mean, as it is right now, as it is right now, they need Node installed on their machine. They're going to need NPM installed on their machine. And that's pretty much the only outside prerequisite that they're going to need to have. And how you go about doing that could be a friction point for something. Like my colleague is not typically a JavaScript developer. They're more of a Java developer. But he's familiar with JavaScript and Node. So and I think he's already tried running some of this stuff too. So I'm pretty sure he has his machine set up that way. But for somebody that might not, having a container helps alleviate some of that. However, I mean, it's really just pushing that problem. It's like kicking the can down the road a little bit that's maybe not the best expression, because instead of them having to know how to install and manage different Node versions and NPM versions on their local machine, they need to, if they're not familiar with Docker and containers, they need to set up their machine to be able to run containers on it. And that's a whole different thing too. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's definitely beneficial, but not necessarily always for development purposes. I think it's more so or the heavier benefit of containers to me is when you go to deploy it. Basically, if you can get it running consistently in a container, it can run anywhere that supports containers, which nowadays most cloud and hosting providers have that capability. So sorry for the long-winded answer, but hopefully that helped. The fundamentals of spinning it up and building one keeps driving me nuts. Yeah, I've definitely had my hurdles with that too. And I think that's part of the reason why I haven't jumped into it. That makes a lot of sense when you say it like that. Thank you. Okay, cool. Glad I could help. Straight rogue. And then Bebis says, the express templating engine. I see % and think it's PHP. Yeah, I hear you. I definitely can understand that. But you know, if you look at the top, right, I don't have % PHP. I think you have with PHP, you have to do angle bracket %. You have to do it like this, right? Angle bracket %. It's been a while. PHP, and then you close %. It's probably heavily inspired by PHP, EJS. You know, I don't know the history of it, but it could be. All right. On that note, I'm gonna call it. Not that really helped. No, that really helped out a lot. Thank you. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that, Straight Rogue. So yeah, I can maybe go through that sometime. In fact, no, I don't have the time right now. But maybe next stream, if you bring it up, or you experiment more, or in the Discord. Speaking of, you want to keep in touch with me, if you go to clarkio.com/discord, it'll give you the invite so you can join the Discord community there, so that we stay in touch while I'm not live and streaming. But I feel good. I feel like I made a lot of progress. I'm excited about the potential of this application now, because one of the things we were worried about, let me switch to the talk view here. One of the things we were worried about, because last time we did the Big Fix event, we didn't have a lot of access to the data we needed to help track people's progress and give them an accurate scoring. So we had to like work with different teams that had limited capabilities of updating on a frequent basis. I think the most frequent we could update was on an hourly basis or something like that, and that was an exception to the normal update frequency. That could still be a potential here, but anyway, we get a little bit more a new avenue to explore now and provide a better experience for people that are going to participate in this big fix event that we're putting on in February of next year. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to continue iterating and working on this project live on stream. So I hope you enjoyed this, and tune in not next week. Next week is Thanksgiving. So I won't be here. So logistics wise, let's get that out of the way before I go. I won't be back next week, but the following week I will be back, which is going to be December 2nd. Holy cow, this year has flown by. December 2nd is the next stream. I might, so a little caveat to this, because I'm working on this stuff off stream too. I might start streaming either on my account here or on the Sneak account while working on this, just to, I don't know, keep sharing with you all, keep connecting more and getting in the habit of streaming more frequently. So keep an eye out for that. Sign up for if you're watching on Twitch right now, be sure to follow and turn on the notifications if you like. I know notifications can be annoying, but that'll help you know. The Discord has a announcements channel you can subscribe to get notified whenever I go live. And then on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and tune in next stream, which is going to be December 2nd at 12:30 p.m. It's Friday, December 2nd, 2022, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time, that is. All right. Straight Rogue says, thank you. I will do that. Getting the Discord. Okay. Getting the Discord now. Great stream. Thanks again. I appreciate that, Straight Rogue. Ryan Hawkins says, that'd be cool. Enjoyed the stream. I appreciate that very much as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I hope you had at least a laugh or two, maybe a smile, and maybe you learned something new, a tip or trick, or just enjoyed watching somebody go through the process of developing and debugging stuff. All right. Barry Duina, thank you so much. Kyputer, you're still here, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to Kyputer too, by the way. Speaking of him, I tuned into his IRL stream the other day, which was pretty cool to walk around his neighborhood and just explore and chat with him. So he does a lot of cool streams. He does biking, racing, keyboard builds. I think even something from, I haven't caught it yet, but like programming streams and stuff like that. He's a super awesome individual and highly recommend checking him out. All right. Thank you. Lots of IRL Christmas events coming. 50-foot tree lighting. Whoa. I hope I catch that. Hope to catch that. All right, folks. Thanks again. If you want to get in touch with me on socials too, one last thing. I mean, I don't know if Twitter's going to be still around, but twitter.com/_clarkio. I'm either _clarkio or just clarkio. Clarkio. And that's where you can find me. But there we go. All right. Thanks everybody. Have a good one. If you do celebrate Thanksgiving and you know, spending time with family and whatnot, I hope that all goes well. If not, have a good week next week. Great weekend this weekend. And I'll see you all in 2 weeks time. I'll be around in the Discord and stuff though, and online here and there. If you want to keep in touch, I'll still be playing Wordle too. Let's see who does well tomorrow. Next Wordle. All right. Thanks everybody. Have a good one. See you next time. Peace out.